quadruple charge. To me, next season we can win the quadruple. People might not laugh. The people absolutely, listen. And the reason why I say that is because for Leicester to win the league, that means anything can happen.
Trophies are Arsenal going to win this season, and which ones?
We're going to win 2. We're going to win the FA Cup and the Premier League.
Up the Gunners!
Dominant in the Premier League, and the FA Cup we always seem to win.
The best team in England. We're in the league, we're in the Champions League, we're in the FA Cup, and whatever the Milk Cup is called these days. We're doing a lot. We're doing all 4 of them, pals. At least 2.
I think that Arsenal is going to do well
in
the Champions League. In the Champions League and the Premier League. And this is time to go to get a trophy.
They will win the Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup.
We're going to win them all, mate. Every single one of them. Champions League, Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup. Done. FA Cup, Premier League, and Champions League. And why? Best team in the land.
For all you Ladbroke fans and everybody else who support the Arsenal, we're not in the mix anymore. We are sailing across with something special this year.
Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN. Today, Arsenal 3, Kairat 2. And yeah, it is what it is with this game. I can't lie. Once again, we play well for one half. The second half, we switch off. Nothing new here. We got a point anyway. We've already qualified. It is what it is. But Kai Havertz playing in the 10. But I'm seeing this guy do what I'm expecting Ødegaard to do. I actually think Kai Havertz was man of the match today. I think he had a very, very good game today. And I don't think he deserved to get taken off. I didn't really understand that. I actually think Kai Havertz was creating a lot of opportunities, was finding Gyökeres. Today was actually in that first half finding Gyökeres. Even Miles Lewis-Skelly was finding Gyökeres with the low cross, the through balls. And it's mad. Who would have thought that he wants to receive the ball in the shoulder of the defenders? And when we're on a counter attack, he wants to receive through balls and direct through balls to open up the opposition. I'm not surprised. I've been calling this ever since we got him. Ever since we've had Gyökeres, and that first half just showed we was actually creating opportunities for Gyökeres. Who would have known? And yeah, Gyökeres today, obviously Martinelli robbed him of a goal. He obviously scored a goal, but then Martinelli with the tap in should have at least got a brace today. But it is what it is. We end up winning the game regardless. Havertz scored a goal, Gyökeres, Martinelli, all on the score sheet. We looked a lot better. I think we got a lot worse in the second half when we started bringing on Ødegaard. Then all of a sudden the game started moving a lot slower. That second half was absolutely horrendous. Look, we're already qualified. I'm not going to spaz out. I'm not going to get mad. It is what it is. But congratulations to Arsenal. Hopefully we can go on. God willing, we can end up winning this. I don't think that we will, but please, you know what I'm saying? I would be over the moon. What a year if we're able to go on and win it. But there's a lot of things that we need to improve, and that's putting a performance for 90 minutes. We definitely need to perform, because that second half, I fell asleep. I'll be real, I fell asleep. Halfway through that second half, I actually fell asleep. I'm not even joking. I'm not even capping. That's how boring it was. And I didn't realize that I fell asleep. And I had to wake myself up. But you know what? Big up to Benfica. Oh, Dave. Oh, you let Benfica win 4-2. Bro, that's mad. I can't even lie. And I've been on Jose's case this season at Benfica. So listen, it's a good evening for me. You know what I mean? Arsenal ultimately got the job done 3-2 against Kyrat. Like I said, we was good in the first half. Eze was okay. I don't think he was outstanding. I think he's still trying to work his way into form. But I think Kai Havertz was playing very, very well. Madueke being very direct very direct, winning us free kicks. Gyökeres as well, making the runs. You know what I mean? Being very direct. Martinelli as well, stretching play. Northside was decent as well. The back line was decent. Mars Lewis Skelly overlapping on the left hand side. I think it was a very good performance in the first half. Second half is just going through the motions. Nothing for me to report in the second half, really. Like, we're giving away a silly goal as well that we didn't need to. But it is what it is. Like I said, we've already qualified. I'm not gonna crash it. I'm not gonna crash it at the end of the day. Like, we've qualified. It is what it is, and we move forward. But Benfica, bro, doing their thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I was watching the Arsenal game, so obviously I wasn't watching the Benfica game. I will be watching the highlights, and I'll probably talk on that game tomorrow. But yeah, man, big up to Benfica, man, beating Real Madrid. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. See, no alcohol, man. That's how tired I am. I'm actually knackered, man. I'm absolutely fatigued. I can't even lie. But yeah, ultimately, like I said, good first half. Second half, there's nothing for me to report on. And Jesus comes on looking all over the place. Once again, am I surprised? No, that's exactly what I expect from Jesus. And it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Madueke, a lot to be desired in the final third. I'm not surprised. Once again, I've been saying this about Madueke. I'm just happy to see that hopefully we use this to go forward and continue to get Gyökeres involved in the game. I don't know if the manager had a say. I don't know if he had a conversation with the players. I don't know if he, this is what he's been working on since we lost to Man United. But that's a positive that we could take away from this game. The opportunities, the way that we were playing Gyökeres through. Even when he tried to lob the goalkeeper, like there was a lot of good, good finishing. It was very unlucky that they cleared it off the line. I think we just need to continue playing for the striker that we were supposed to bring in to be the missing piece, innit? Yeah, I'm saying. I didn't see anything from the Benfica game, bro. I was watching the Arsenal game. I actually fell asleep to the Arsenal game as well. That's how flipping boring it was in the second half. So yeah, no, I didn't see the Benfica game, bro. I didn't see the Benfica game. So yeah, man. I haven't seen Dave's reaction, man. Everyone's asking me, have you seen Dave's reaction? I haven't seen it, bro. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. But yeah, I need to watch it and do a reaction to that. But yeah, man, it's just like I said, just another day at the office for Arsenal today. Yeah, there wasn't really much. There wasn't really much in that game. I think all the excitement was in the first half. Like I said, Havertz scoring his goal, Gyökeres scoring his goal, Martinelli. Other than that, was creating a load of chances for Gyökeres, which I'm liking to see. Hopefully, we can continue doing that. But then, once again, we're falling back into the Arsenal that starts dying off. That starts, turns up in one half and then the second half just cruising. That's something I don't want to see. But maybe as well, they feel like, we're already top of the table in the Champions League and they're just, you know what I mean? One of them ones where, hold on. My guys, let me check, man. Man's messaging me. Big up Unks, man. Let me check, man. Unks is asking me that. Hold on. What's this? I was asking me if he bro. Yeah. He did. But yeah, man. Anyway, let's get Macy on. Yo, Macy, what you saying, bro?
Big up Northside, my bro. I'm drinking to a win, but I'm drinking to yet again another shambolic performance from our captain. I still can't stand him. I just think now we need to move him on. And but yet again, we got the win. We're through to the last 16. But I just found out who could be our potential opponent for the last 16. Atalanta, Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, or Olympiacos. So those are the games that, for us, will decide if we're gonna challenge for the Champions League. But yet again, we got the job done. But I was a bit disappointed by the fact that that fucking Italian Sofia Carson gave away a stupid penalty which allowed Kairat back into the game. How have we allowed a team from Kazakhstan to score a goal at the Emirates? I find it very embarrassing. And the second goal we gave away, more calamity defending from Calafiori, from Ødegaard, from Norgard, from Mosquera, every single one of them. Like, where was the defending for the second goal? But listen, I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with through to the next round, to the last 16. I've just seen Man City put on a good performance against Galatasaray. Tottenham winning their game against Frankfurt. Chelsea winning their game against Napoli. Liverpool putting 6 past Karabakh. That was amazing. That was absolutely unstoppable. But yeah, Arteta, for me, like, he continues to play our captain into this team. For me, like, I don't rate Kai Havertz that highly, but today he really worked his socks off. Like, he was making some good passes. He scored a very good goal for I think he got the second goal. It was a very good finish though. But I'm still not a fan of Kai Havertz, but I still need to see something more from him, because it's only just the beginning. Hopefully he can keep this up, but only time will tell, because you know what will happen if Ødegaard starts another game, because on Saturday we've got a tough game against Leeds away from home. We know that the thing is, Northside, we're playing so well in the Champions League. Why can't we do the same in the Premier League? Because we always put on a good performance in this competition. So why can't we do that in the Premier League? I find it a bit embarrassing. And that's the reason why this manager continues. He just wants to play this safe type of football. So when we get a goal, we have to try and sit back and defend that goal. And when the opposition get the goal, then we have to get a second goal. So I find it very disgusting. I even said on a prediction, I said 7-1 to Arsenal. And this is what I'm seeing, 3-2. I mean, we're supposed to be walloping Kyrat. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, Kyrat, like, nobody, like, this is their first ever time in the Champions League, and this will be their last, because they're going out as things stand, because they're bottom. So we should be putting a beating on them to ensure that we have a great advantage going into the last 16 of the Champions League. And this is the performance I'm seeing. Conceding 2 goals against a team bottom of the Champions League group format. I'm absolutely embarrassed by that, but I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy that Gyökeres got his goal. Put some respect on my striker's name. He is far better than Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz up front. Gabriel Jesus, I mean, the 4th goal for me, like, Jesus, like, you're not even a proper striker for us. I know a lot of people are saying that, but Jesus's goal was in the back of the net, but there was offside. And for Ola to sit there and slag off Gyökeres for Jesus, big up to Ola. I respect him for his opinion, but Ola, come on, man. Gyökeres is far better than Jesus. He's got the best elite goals than the Judas striker will ever have. And that's why, from now on Saturday, Gyökeres should be starting, because if I see Jesus or Kai Havertz starting that game on Saturday, then I can guarantee you Leeds will put an absolute whooping us, because let's not forget, folks, Leeds have got the best corner goals in the Premier League. They're second behind us, because we've got the most corner goals, but they're behind us on the formality, because they're second behind us. So we can't let them get a corner goal or a set piece goal to beat us. So we have to put in a performance against them. But I'm not even confident, because despite the fact that It's away from home. It's Ellen Road. And I know a lot of our fans are saying that we've got a good record against Leeds. But don't be surprised if Daniel Farke turns up with the lineup that could absolutely put our title challenges out of the way. Because remember, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is still on form. He's got the most goals scored this season. And they've also got a massive centre-back in Sebastian Bornon. And don't be surprised if he scores from a corner or a free kick. So tomorrow, we have to put in a performance against Leeds. And I'm expecting Gyökeres to start on Saturday, because if I see Jesus or that German donkey start up front, then by Saturday, we are finished.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. I don't know. The way that we were playing, I think, especially the fact that Kai Havertz seems to understand Gyökeres' movement and he's been out injured. I'm like, why can't Ødegaard do that? We've been asking for that all season. Why can't Ødegaard do that? You know, and I just that's the positive I take from this game. If we're able to continue to find Gyökeres and play to his strengths, you see the amount of opportunity he gets, but he just needs a bit of confidence. He hasn't been getting this kind of service week in, week out. He's had a very frustrating start to life at Arsenal, playing very conservative for set pieces and things like that. So I think if we can continue to do that and build off of the Inter Milan game, build off of this game today, and utilize the striker that we paid so much money for, I think we can improve. But like you said, why can't we play like the way we played in the first half in the Premier League? Why can't we be intense and throw players forward and actually try to kill off the game early? Why can't we do that? You know, the fact that we killed the game off in the first half is what allowed us to sit back in the second half. But we should be able to keep up this intensity for 80 minutes and then bring on the defensive players to lock off the game. We've got the players to do that. So it does make you wonder why we can't be able to continue doing that. But did you see anything from the Benfica game? I didn't watch it. Obviously, I was watching the Arsenal game.
I was watching Lee's fan camp, and he was going absolutely like he was going like out of the moon when Trubin, the goalkeeper of Benfica, got that fourth goal. Like I was shocked when Benfica's goalkeeper got that late winner. And big up to Benfica, by the way. They put in a very good performance against Real Madrid, and Jose Mourinho put the whooping on Alvaro Arbeloa in the touchline. So big up to Jose. And it wouldn't surprise me if we played Benfica. And you know what I saw from Jose, he didn't even stand up. He was just sitting down. He was just like he doesn't really care. Like he was just like watching the game with close mind, and he was keeping his intentions clear. So Jose is a very smart guy, because with Arteta, he always stands up, he does all these aeroplane things, and he just wants to do all these kind of foolishness to confuse our players. But with Jose, he knows exactly on how to get the best out of his players. He sits down and he just thinks, like he just does this, like he's a very clever guy. And then he waits for the right moment for his team to strike. So that is why I respect Jose. Even though our fan base are a bit eggy with him, saying, "Oh, but Jose is our biggest enemy. I hate Jose." Doesn't matter. Jose's a winner. He's won trophies. He's won many different types of trophies in the past. And it wouldn't surprise me if Benfica can challenge for a Champions League trophy right now. It could happen, but I'm not convinced they can. But I'm thinking they could give it a go if they played the same way they played against Real Madrid when they smoked them 4-2.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad because I can't lie. I've been looking at Benfica and like, yo, in the league, we've not done enough. You know what I mean? We haven't been good enough in the league. Like, we're 10 points behind Porto in first place. So going into this game, I was like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not very confident. But then we come out and beat them 4-2. I'm like, yo, fair enough to Jose, man. Fair enough to Jose. Hopefully he can win us a trophy this season. But I need to see the highlights. Obviously, I was watching the Arsenal game, so the only highlight I've seen was the Trubin goal at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw the highlights of Paphos. They won 4-1 today. I mean, Paphos have been playing some excellent football in the Champions League. Like, I'm surprised. Like they are the first ever team from Cyprus to play in the Champions League, and David Luiz as well. I just found out he's playing for Paphos and he's balling out with them. Like I'm impressed with him this season. Like he's really like even at such an age, even at such an old age, he's still playing like a proper defender.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. So listen, I'm happy for that. But yeah, today, bro, I just look at the game, and at the end of the day, like I just look at it and be like, all right, cool. Let's just build on the positive. You know what I mean? Like ultimately we've already qualified. Just build on the positive. Continue to try and play Gyökeres. And I think, yeah, Gyökeres should have had a hat trick today, but I think he's a bit rusty because he's not used to receiving the ball on a consistent basis. But we should have slapped them up. You're right. We should have slapped them up. But then again, we don't necessarily play like that. We try to get away with a win, but we don't try and slap teams up or bury teams. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's just one of them ones, man. Listen, I can't be bothered to complain too much today because at the end of the day, we've already qualified and we know what this manager is. Just get over the line. If you don't get over the line, then you're going to be sacked. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we should have been putting Kairat to the beatings. Like we should have been slapping these guys up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
100%.
That's the debate. That's the debate. Yeah. Me and Yamin, man, went to go. It was, but when I don't even think that place is Dominican. Anyway, we went to some Dominican place. The food has put me to sleep. You know when the food is so good and you eat so much, you're like, yo, I want to sleep. Like the food has knocked me out, bro. The food is too nice, bro. You know, it just makes you want to go sleep, bro. You know when you eat that nice food, yeah, and then you just want to crash out. You just want to go sleep. You know them ones.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, man. What's that? Northside, I'm thinking of setting up my own channel, but I'm not so confident in front of camera. Any advice will be much appreciated. My best advice to you is just go for it. Go for it. Be willing to learn. Be willing to put work in. Be willing to put hours in. Depends what you want to do it for. If you just want to do it as a hobby, do it whenever you can be bothered. If you want to do it as a job, then you need structure. You need to be able to do it relentlessly and not see the fruits of your labor for a very long time. So yeah, it really depends on how you wanna do it. If you just want to do it for fun, then do it whenever you can be bothered. Yeah, I mean, talk about whatever you want, do whatever you want. If you want it to eventually be your job, then you're gonna have to put in a lot of hours, my guy. You're gonna have to put in a lot of hours and a lot of grinding before you see anything. So yeah, it's up to you. If that's not for you, then just don't even. If you want it to be a job and stuff, and you can't be bothered to do that, then just don't even bother because you're just gonna let yourself down. I'm just letting you know what you're getting yourself in for before you get in it. So you know what I mean? So big up, bro. To be fair, if you play Havertz in a 10 over Ødegaard, I would be more scared of Arsenal. Yeah, then again, we have to bear in mind it's Kyrat, but he definitely played a lot better than Ødegaard. I think everyone's seen how poor Ødegaard is, man. Ødegaard is so frustrating.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, there was one point in the game where he kept taking too many touches, and when there was one point like he could have at least had a shot, but instead he got the ball, he took another touch, and then he just passed it back to the defense. Like I just don't understand why this manager keeps picking Ødegaard every single game, and no matter how many times he keeps dropping a stinky performance, he has to get hooked off. You don't see other captains in Arsenal get hooked off. The likes of Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira, Lundberg, all these legendary captains, you don't see them get subbed off. Even Fabregas as well. But I'm seeing this captain get subbed off so many times because he keeps dropping a stinky performance. We saw that against Man United when he got subbed off. And that's how United got the win, because they found out where our weakness was and they took advantage of it courtesy of Cunha. So every time I see Ødegaard start a single game, I just think to myself, are we going to win this league with this captain? Because if we do, this captain, I just don't want to see Ødegaard lift up the Premier League trophy. It will be an absolute disgrace. So from now on, either Havertz or Eze, one of them should replace Ødegaard in that number 10 role.
No, 100%. 100%. You know what I mean? 100%. I think it's without a doubt. I don't see how Ødegaard gets back into this team. I really don't. And at the same time, I just want to see us building from this situation. I just want to see us trying to play the way that we did in the first half, where we're actually creating opportunities. Our wingers actually taking on their fullbacks, the striker getting service, the number 10 finding the front three and actually transitioning well. I think if we can build on that, then we've got something. If not, then it's back to the same mode. I just don't like the lack of concentration in this team, that we can't play for 90 minutes. That's the only thing. We just start going through the motions, the same way we did against Man United in the second half. Just going through the motions. Big up to everyone that's joined from Lee. It's just times where I just see this team just going through. It's like there's no intensity. Like they just start relaxing, and yeah, man, it's frustrating to see. Like we need to be locked in. We need to go for the kill. We need to, do you know what I mean? Bury teams. I don't like this lackadaisy kind of attitude that we've got at Arsenal now, where it's like, okay, we'll score a goal and then we'll just sit back and we'll just go through the motions. And do you know what I mean? It's like just dead the game off. Like, and like you said, giving away a stupid goal in the second half. There's no need. There's no need.
Like what was Calafiori doing? Like why was he why did he have to do that? And that's the problem. He got started. When he was back in the squad and he finally got a start after his injury, and the first thing he did, he gave away a penalty. That is why I don't rate that Italian Sophia Carson at left back, because he does all these. Yeah, he's Sophia Carson with that hairstyle. Maybe he should do like a Hollywood movie or something with the Descendants, with these other frauds. Like I just don't know. Like Calafiori, for me, he's just. I'm just tired of the fact that our fan base continue to hype him up like he's still their wild horse. Well, he gave away that penalty, and he was also at fault for the second goal that Kyrat scored. So all of this is on him and Mosquera, because remember, I still don't rate Mosquera because of the fact that he did come from La Liga, from Valencia, but he is a bit rash at centre back, and when you have someone like Gabriel or Saliba next to him, then he's more calm on the ball. But when neither Saliba or Gabriel are in that centre back pairing, then Mosquera can do any kind of rash things, which could automatically lead to us conceding a goal. So Mosquera needs somebody proper to pair him up, because today he had Lewis Skelly in central defence. And for me, that is a bit worrying. So from now on, if this manager wants to play Mosquera, then play him with Saliba or Gabriel as his partner. Oh, Northside's not here. Well, I'm just gonna do all the chatting here, folks. Bear with me. I don't know what to say. Good win for Chelsea, putting 3-2 past Napoli, despite the fact that Rasmus Højlund got that second goal against them. But Chelsea managed to turn up the heat and they got that 3-2 win. Big up to Chelsea, and big up to Liam Rossinier, by the way. He has absolutely come to Chelsea and he's really hit the ground running with them. So big up to him. Big up to Tottenham. Even though I hate them, I despise them. They're our rivals, but they're not our rivals because they don't win nothing except for one Europa League. But yet again, they're still not part of the Big Six. But they got their job done against Eintracht Frankfurt. Good win for Spurs. Good win for Man City as well. Another good performance. Two wins in a row. two nils in a row for City tonight. Gundogan and Sane stinker and hooked tonight. And big up to Haaland finally getting his confidence back with the first goal. Turkey making it 2-0, all courtesy of Doku's 2 assists. And listen, I'm not a big fan of Doku. I don't rate him, but tonight he turned up a good performance and he absolutely was part of those 2 goals. And Liverpool today, 6-0 against Karabakh. Slot is still not the guy for. Remember, Slot is still not good enough for Liverpool, but he did try his best to give Ekatike and Wirtz an opportunity, and that's paid off today. And they got their goals. They took it well. Liverpool are through to the last 16. And we're through to the last 16. All of the English clubs are through to the last 16. But the only surprise for me, the teams that have gone out are Marseille. I mean, I'm surprised. Marseille are the biggest French club in history, and they've just been annihilated 3-0 by Club Brugge. Let that sink in. 3-0 to Club Brugge. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I like you, but come on, man. You need to do better. Like you need to take a look at yourself, my friend. You're not the same Aubameyang that I used to know. Like when you were at Arsenal, you were scoring goals, you were creating chances, you even won us an FA Cup. And now that your team has gone out of the Champions League, it's absolutely embarrassing. Real Madrid as well. Listen, they are still through, but they have to win the playoffs though. I mean, they can still do it though. Real Madrid, they're still not going out. They can go through if they win their playoff match. Barcelona got their job done, and Rashford scored a cracking goal as well. Like, big up to Rashford. I mean, I'm still not a big fan of him, but he turned up in a big way, and he smacked that ball straight into the back of the net. Him, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, all of them, absolute brilliant performances, and that is why I'm happy Northside chose Barcelona as his new home, and that's good because for me, Barcelona is the best city in Spain.
Nah, bro, when I was earlier on, when I was out, I was seeing all these Copenhagen fans, and I was like to Yamin, I was like, yo, why is there so many Copenhagen fans? I was like, he's like, yo, let me check. He's like, they're playing Barcelona today. So I was like, yo, okay, cool. They've all come down. We did what we needed to do, man. We did what we need to do. I'm gonna watch all the highlights probably tomorrow because it's already like half 12 already here in Spain. We're an hour ahead of London, but yeah, man, I'm happy Barcelona did their thing. Obviously, Benfica did their thing. I'm gonna watch those highlights. And yeah, man, I can't lie. I'm surprised. I didn't expect Benfica to be able to beat Real Madrid, especially with our shaky defense. I was like, okay, I was worried. I can't lie, but fair play to Jose, man. Fair play to the boys and fair play to the team to to get the goal. Trubin, big up to him, man. He's been the only defensive player that I've been rating. Pavlidis as well, getting his penalty. Andreas as well, 2 goals. Big up to the team, man. Fair play. They got their win. They did their thing. So I'm happy, man. All my teams won today: Benfica, Barca, and Arsenal. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And there's more European games tomorrow. The Europa League, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, and who else is there? Crystal Palace as well. Like they're all in Europe. They're all in action tomorrow. Europa League and Conference League. So like, if Villa win tomorrow, then they can ensure that they will go through to the round of 16. And also, Villa have got some easy games coming up this season. They've got Brentford this weekend, then they've got Leeds, then they've got Brentford. Like, they've got an easy round of fixtures until they play Chelsea and Manchester United. So things are looking very good for Unai Emery this season, and especially the fact that now he's added Tammy Abraham to the squad as well. So Villa are cooking right now, Northside, and let's not forget they're still in a title challenge. And if we muck around on Saturday against Leeds and Villa take advantage of that by beating Brentford, then Villa or City, either one of them could overtake us in that top Premier League, that top spot in the table. You're on mute. You're on mute, Northside, dude.
Apologies.
That's fine.
Nah,
That's fine.
I hear it, man. I hear it. Listen, man, then we're gonna redirect to Don Hussam. I'm not feeling too well. I feel sick, bro. I swear down.
Yeah, man.
I'm not.
I had a long
You mean that
day
food,
as
bro?
well.
I don't know what it's done, yeah, but bro, I feel.
I had a busy
sick,
day as
man.
well. I've been working. I've had an online meeting. I've just had a busy day today. My uncle just came in the house, giving me some food. Big up to my uncle, by the way. He's a Tottenham fan. So yeah, I'm happy. Like, just had a busy day. I get to relax tomorrow. Then I have to start work on Friday. So
Nah, big up Macy, man. Big up, man.
big up
My G.
man.
Love every single time.
Man.
Big up to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna redirect to Don Hussam. Northside raid on the way in. I need to lay down. I don't feel too good. I swear down. I do not feel too good.
I feel you.
Love familia. Northside raid on the way in. We're out.